Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of EDU 600. We are now, actually on Monday, we will be starting week number 6, which is pretty amazing. Thank you for the effort that you've put in so far. I have graded everybody's assignment, the article capture 1, and I put my comments in audio format so you can listen to those, and I also made some comments on your participation level of the discussion posts. So if you have not received those, it probably means that you have not submitted your article capture 1 assignment yet. If you haven't done so, please do so as soon as possible, or contact me to make some arrangements. If you have any questions on you can't find the audio comments, please let me know right away and I can easily point those out to you. So that is it as far as week number 5 goes. Now we're into week number 6, or module 6. In module 6, we're going to be discussing topics, especially the visual display topics of really research that most everybody has probably had some experience with. So this is when you are actually looking at research and or the findings of research, and it could be in a histogram, it could be in a pie chart, it could be a bar chart, it could be some form of a visual display of the data, meaning it just shows you what's kind of behind the screen. And so I'll walk you right through what's involved with the visual displays week that we're going to be doing, and then I'll give you a preview of the assignment coming up, which is due next Sunday. And I also made week 7 materials available, so for those that want to look ahead, you can. There's no video for week 7 yet. There will be one posted. So let's get right to the week 6 material. So this week we are digging into the descriptive statistics a little more than we have in the past. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, this is not a statistical class or a statistics class, but it's important to know some basic ideas about statistics and how do you use statistics to actually read and analyze the validity of the actual research. So I'd like you to take a look. Well, first of all, we got an introduction in week number 5. I'd like you to focus in on these particular chapters. Quantitative Research Introduction by Jeff Beaudry. During the week, we will be really discussing data displays and data sets. So once again, that's looking at visual displays of a data set and kind of looking at the story that it's telling us. And in next week, not this week, but next week, there's actually an assignment that I will, once again, walk you through next week. But now that I've made the materials available for week number 7, you can take a look at it. It's not a huge commitment on your part, but it is an assignment, and I believe it's worth 10 points in this course. So there's 2 videos I'd like you to watch, part 1, part 2. They're both on visual displays. Second one gets into how do you use, it says kid zones, but it's an excellent opportunity and it's an excellent way to create a graph. People that use Excel, you probably know how to do this in and out at this point, but I suggest you take a look at both of those videos. And there's all these different data sets. I'd like you to poke around and take a look at them. One is the main 19 data, the COVID-19, the main data. Click on that, take a look at it, just play around with this. Origins of citizens by state over the past 100 years. This is a fascinating one, and I have to say this is the one it seems like a lot of students use for the assignment coming up, not this week, but next week. So we have all of these. I'd like you to poke around, follow the links. You're probably going to have to copy and paste this into a browser just so you can see it. don't need to do anything short of just take a look around, because you will be using one of these in week number 7 for the assignment. I have an optional participate in week 6 discussion. This is optional. Nobody has to do this. What happened, I decided I was keeping it in there only as a way that people can practice what the assignment is. Basically, what you're going to be doing in this optional discussion forum is very similar to what you will submit to me formally for an assignment next Sunday. Take a look at the optional videos: bar charts, pie charts, histograms, stem plots, time plots. Easy to understand, and it's a relatively quick video to watch. And then we start getting into, I added what I think are really excellent videos on statistics. First one is, the first part of statistics is the statistics where you're inferring from the sample that you do about the results. The second one is you're describing or descriptive statistics. You're actually describing the numbers without inferring from the numbers and kind of making assumptions, statistical assumptions about what the numbers are going to tell us from the sample. Take a look at that. One last thing, by the end of Monday, I'll send out a video. Actually, I decided I was going to put it out here already. So that's the week. We have an optional discussion forum. You can do that if you want. Have a video in here on the assignment that is due on October 9th, which is next Sunday. Now, you will notice in the video, I did this video last year, so the due date that I mentioned is October 10th. It is not October 10th, it is October 9th when this assignment, the qualitative critique, is due. So this really just walks you through how to do the assignment. I go into a little more detail than maybe some people are interested in seeing, but it will help those people who've never written something like this. And then we have the description about the qualitative critique. This is due next Sunday. Here's the headings. In a nutshell, if you were assigned to Group A in week number 3, you did the Adult Learners, Emotions, and Online Learning, that will be the article that you use to critique. Now, you use these headings, and just say for in week number 3, your heading that you were in charge of was sampling. Now, there's all these other headings that you have to use. You can actually use the ideas that you discussed in week number 3. You just can't copy and paste. And I go into great detail on this assignment in the video that I just showed you. That's located right here. So, and that's due the 9th. If you have any question on that, please let me know. I'm here to help. So let me just fast forward. So here's Module 6. Module 7 is also available at this point. And as you can see, to get us going, please view the video. The video will be posted on or before October 9th. So that is it. You can go through the videos. You can see what I say. I have things on p-value. I just want to, for those that are really interested in, and I think everybody that's involved with quantitative research, you'll get involved with the p-value. P-value is a way that you can tell if there are statistical significant differences in the results. So basically, a really low p-value means that there is statistical significance, and something, just say that's as high as 1.0 is the p-value. That means there's really no statistically significant differences. take a look at that. It explains it really well. I just added this assignment in here. It's the same one that's in week number 6. And then next weekend, or not this, the upcoming weekend, actually on the 16th, and I'll talk about this next weekend in more detail, is the visual displays of data assignment. So I'm not going to gum up this week with the information on that, but you can take a look at it as well. We also have a very short discussion forum for next week. So that is it. If you have any questions on week number 6 in particular, or the assignment that's due, please let me know. I encourage everybody, if you have not done the article capture assignment, get that to me as soon as possible. And if you're unable to, or you need some additional help, please reach out to me. This course works well when you can stay up on top of the materials, but if we start getting bogged down with the assignments, especially the article and capture assignments, it seems to spill into the last part of the class. So feel free to reach out to me if you want to do an individual Zoom with me. That is fine. So that's it for me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and kind of a cloudy, coolish day today in Maine. I guess fall is actually here. So enjoy the weekend, and I'll see everybody online. Bye.